Hello, I am Damien. And I am Gamien, yay! And I've got stuff on top of my controller cable. There we go. It is Scarmonde, in which we do things. We have found one of the dragon treasures. There are 3 of them. I would assume it's here in key items. Yep, the serpent's eye, one of the dragon god's sacred treasures. It's got the bridging beads, a cabin key. Oh, unlocks the door within the abandoned village. Okay, so yeah, we knew that. There was still a key we didn't find, and unlocking we didn't do, but whatever, I'm not going to worry that hard about it. But, you know, we found a back entrance to get back up here, and we restocked on stuff, and now we have no money. No, we got money again. That's not very much money. I probably sold stuff. And shall we go down the sermon walk to get back to where we were, which was some sort of poisonous bog, the Great Swamp. Yeah. But this is not actually hurting us because we have shoes on that say we can walk in the swamp. We are trying to find our way to the second, I guess, the area where the second great dragon treasure might be. This is the guy who dropped us, or who met us down here to begin with, and these posts supposedly take us places. But yeah, obviously, per usual, with me and RPGs, I want to find treasure first. Oh, hello. You look rather unaffected. And I can't say I'm not at least somewhat jealous. This place is truly detestable and absolutely teeming with danger. The amount of people I've witnessed emerge into this horrific swampland and immediately lose every drop of willpower they'd had is staggering. The only 2 that faced it with any conviction, and without thinking twice, were an older man who I assume was his daughter. I'd give credit where it's due, and say their strength and fortitude is unmatched. Fair enough, did we go here? The Labyrinth Pathway. The dragon's breath will blow away all illusions. Well, we don't have the dragon's breath. But I have a feeling what that means is, we'll get an item that will open up a door right here, or the path further down. This seems like this is the next location, as it were. So let's find our way to the overworld. Probably right here. Or not. Or we can go fight. Hello, I remember all of you. Shaman, Multifleur, Thornian. I remember all of you. You drop knives, which I think I want another one of. Maybe. If you could perhaps put them all to sleep, or something close to that, or maybe we could make them all be quiet. But I'm not sure any of them actually really cast magic. No stealing. Ow. Weakened. Bernice. Oh, that's disappointing. Thornian dead. Well, 1 down, but he also just did an attack. And that one cast a spell, of course. Heckin' jerks. Got a clarity spray. Oh no, my defense. Unless he can punch for damage again, yay. I wonder if they're still considered love taps or not. I would like you to stop casting Void, please. It hurts. Level up for Cassiel. Oh, defense and agility didn't go up, nor MP. Oh. But you know, other things went up, and that's good, I guess. It's just always sad to not see a boon, a gain. Well, we can go down further, I guess. We got 30 level 2 magic orbs, jeez. Let's see what people... Oh yeah, we got enough to learn various things. You do not have enough MP for these still, so we're not going to worry about that. And honestly, I'm much more interested in getting you passives. Byaku has, yeah, no. God, you're so close to getting that increase. That would be really nice. Actually, you know, maybe we will indeed hold out a little longer with this. Just get 3 and 2 more orbs, and then we can then counter, like a big old boost to counter possibility. And there's also passives. Your attack up would probably be really good. Increasing your aggro, which could then pair better with the increased crit possibility. So many options. What can you learn? You learn the stronger fire spell. Stronger. No, that would be an all. Dark on everyone, sleep on everyone, but better chance than the other sleep. Evade magic attacks. Lower your aggro. What say you, Alessi? We could poison everyone. Better changes of the various things. Actually, Breakaway would probably be really good. Same with Innervation. Yeah, Innervation. Innervation would probably actually be one of the strongest things we could get. Same with Shatter Spear. A better heal would be good. A better all heal. No, you're a better regular attack. Oh, that's it, everyone. Genuinely, now that it's been pondered a little bit, a better it costs 4 to the 3. And now we'll go with the recovery field. I feel like that's probably actually the better option to do things with. You'll do any of your single. No, you can get slow. That doesn't really help us as much. I was concerned about that. Okay. Now let's go find the way further, I guess. We gotta get stuff before we can do much of anything else. Into the goo. I appreciate that thus far it does seem like there is no random encounters within the goo. Yeah, it usually should be with this kind of thing. Anything going on this? There is something going on that. Dang it. I wanted to be able to ignore the big old block of land. A poison glyph. What does that do? Physical attacks have a 50% chance to add poison. Interesting with that choice. What do you have on? HP up a bunch. Add up a bunch. HP up a bunch is one of the things lowering your other stuff, though, isn't it? Yeah, you would have 4 MP if we removed that. Your HP would go down. Oh, no. Carry isn't doing as much attacking. What do fairy winds do? Right, increases magic evasion. Yeah, no, the only one who has anything on that I'm like, I'm okay with getting rid of that is Cassiel. Yeah, they come in useful against bosses, perhaps. Back into the goo. We are walking and we will find a way out and we will get it. I missed right there. But what about other locations that we might find a way? Like that treasure I would like to, welcome in Lysergia, obtain that money, even though that's all it is a golden chest and nothing more. But that's not made of gold. How do we get that one? We go through this way and we'll go down. There it is. I found, obtain, divine dew. Excellent, those are the revives. I think we only had two. Oh no. Hi all of you. Same old guys, same old guys. Alrighty, Cassiel attack the shaman. Carry attack, or steal from that one. Let's see. Cat 5 right now. Kurtimpt to snooze them all again. Kurtimpt to quiet them all again. Got that Thorn Dagger, heck yeah. Ah, one hot tea. Well, we looked that one up by hitting it with trying to quiet it. By shushing, we have awoken. I don't remember what these guys had. Magic shoes, right. How dare you poison me? Thank you for missing all that. Alrighty, that's the only thing here. No level. But we are still poisoned. Yes? Yes. Cleanse. Q. Back into the goo. Yeah, that's a little... Is that how I came in here? Yes and no. So here, we'll make the Sherman walk and just purchase a heal. Welcome back to Scarmonde. Let's see something good. That's what it was before. I'll be grumpy again once you know, jack up your price the second time. Goo. Alright, shall we loop back around this way? And then we look for... I mean, we know the stairs down, or here, around here somewhere. There's the gold. Ooh, and a not gold. And more not gold. Magic Orb at 25 and Magic Orb level 2s. Heck yeah. Right, I decided to spend it on the light thing. Boom. can safely say I've already forgotten what I was actually considering beyond that. I remember now. That having Alessi perhaps learn something like innervation so they hurt me less painfully. Let me grab the gold. 293 gold obtained. And 3 strong herbs. Excellent. Now we go back into the goo, and I guess we can take that staircase down now, because I think this is basically everything. Well, there's also that staircase. That's the staircase we came down proper. Is it? There's no person there. The staircase we came down proper had a person next to it. Well, it still might be because I remember... Yeah. That person just went somewhere else, I guess. Or perhaps he too is sluicing around in the goo. Okay, it's some sort of different pathway to get over there. So let us just figure out where we are going, which I believe would be going down here and going here. Not this one. Probably a little further to the right instead of to the left. Yeah, it is. Bum, 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 bum. That. The path to Vastwater. I'm going to guess that's a place. More orbs. Dang. That was what I wanted, was the counter take up. There we go. Found your way to Vastwater. Don't have a boat. Now we do have a boat. Not sure what we have that gives us that boat. But we have it, I guess. Okay. Some really nice music. I have to land at a dock, correct? No. Okay. So I've stepped inside as a place that looks fun to investigate. And I grabs it here, where there is a dock. The Underwalk. A fight. Oh no, goo! And a pangolin naga and a saber-toothed tiger man. Also known as a prowler, a Nesmir, and Jellimental. Jellimental is a good name. So based on what we have seen so far with enemies stealing, the prowler is most likely to be stealable. How about we just use that right now, because I don't know what any of you can do. Nothing to steal. Noted. Missed. Good job. Poison Cloud. That's very not good. Also, nothing on the Nesmir. I should have just waited until until after the fight. Okay, the elementals do have something, but we don't know what yet. Good miss. Why is this Prowler not dead yet? Oh, that hurt. Everyone's awake. Temptation. Magic potions. Good. Finally. Ow. 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 Well, we looked that one up. I don't know, we got silence is the one I don't care about getting silenced. We died of poison. No level. Oh, one level 2 magic orb at least. And I got some money at least. Upper hand, thank you. Sea Spirit, Land, Fish, and Elemental. Okay, Land and Fish have nothing to steal. Okay, so Leslie can no longer has a love tap, but people get very sleepy when Alessi claws them now. Good to know. Does the Sea Spirit carry anything? Yes, a Silence Glyph. I imagine the same thing in terms of, what do you call it? As the poison one, but it causes silence. Percentage time on attack. Yeah, like that. How dare you, Elemental, trying to get on Light's good side with goo. Stay a little quiet. Oh no, magic attack power down. Level up for Alessi! Yay, MP gain! Agility didn't go up, which is a little surprising, but yeah, everything else going up is good. Or begin. Also, magic. It wasn't magic stone do. I don't remember. Oh, right. We're recovered from silence. Right. You okay? No, that's why we're going this way. Oh no! Mosquito. Gross. Nothing to steal. Power attack power, fair enough. Oh no, our attack power is already down. Right, I'm not like, why are we missing? Welcome in, Yoki. Yeah, the pesky mosquitoes in summer. I mean, it's really weird to see them, grow so large around here too, because this isn't very stagnant water. It's constant flows. Ooh, stairs up. But if we go this way, we get a fight with Gelamentals. Let's try to quiet them. I will double quiet. Dang. You see, it's trying to avoid the force is what I was seeking, but apparently it didn't work. Maybe I'll go to sleep then. And then I'll go to sleep again. Failure. I'm confused. What? Okay, so they have some sort of reflect on them. I don't remember if it did anything. It did not do anything special that would create reflect, so it must be a natural ability. Yeah, right. Good to know. Maybe hit that one. I'm trying to have everyone hit the same one. I don't know. Now they're all awake. Stop forcing me to do things. Alright, so that at least ruined one of their turns. Never mind, it didn't. That's lame that that works that way. Recovery field. Doesn't matter. Alright. Healing herb. Bam, bam, bam. Bam, bam. Orbs. 25 level 1 orbs, 19 level 2. Alrighty. Light resistance. Ooh, more. I forgot that more MP in general was a thing. Hi, Alessi. You could gain more MP. Cassiel, you could gain more than me, and then you'd actually be a little bit worthwhile magically, sort of. But we could also give you counter up. You'd also raise your aggro. But that's, I think, what I want most is to increase your raw counterattack chance. Oh. Land a fish. How dare you? How dare you again? Supposed to be attacking Cassiel. A foul pouch. That cures sleep? Question mark. Yeah. Let's see if we can't get to that staircase. You know, literally just right here. Oop, treasure first, then. Or a fight. Elemental. Magic potion. Bit of a shame that, you know, they're not dead. Ow. Failure. Yeah, it's fine. I don't want to keep using those on us. Stolen. Ow. I did it. The fight is over and light still has not leveled up, even though they are so close and no well. Potion and orb. Money. Money obtained. Ladder. Or a frigid gem. That's not orbs. Pairs with the crystal rod open the way to the Boreal Tower. Alright, well, we needed that then. Ooh, big fight. Okay, I know Nesmer carries nothing. I know Elemental's... I remember who... No, you carry something. Temptation. Snooze. Silence glyph obtained. What does that symbol mean again? Ow! Oh, you got one friend. Yes, I'll attack, carry a... No, not that one, though. That's our friend. disease, right? Oh, and it's magic defense, not magic attack. Fair enough. Ow. How? Oh, the alluring has been worn off. And it's really use recovery field. Do not quiet light. I don't think you can even. I think that's what we have light protected against. But that's not good. Light, take this truth potion. I'm sorry it has to be this way. Oh, we do love tap them still. I guess we can love tap or sleep tap. Well, that makes it. I have a feeling it would have healed you anyway. Level up for light! No MP. Sadness. Very nice luck, though. Magic potion again. 8. There we go. How did 8 become 12? Interesting. By how did 8 become 12? I mean, I had 3 MP on light. 3 plus 8 is 11. Therefore, how 12? No steal. Oh god! Old work. Ow. 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 Jerk. Failure. Thank you for finally counterattacking. Ow. We got one magic potion. I want magic. Yeah, no, we're pretty low on everything still again. I'm going down this way, to go around this way, to go back up this way. And then we've left. There we go. Back on the open sea in our canoe, which implies it's probably more of a giant lake. Ooh, a tower. That is probably the Boreal Tower, and therefore ain't gonna be getting much from that yet. Gotta find our ride first. There are no random encounters in the water, it seems, so, you know. We could just enjoy the tunes as I yawn forever. Oh, this is new and has a dock. So of course I will ignore the dock. So that lands closer right there. The Fallaway Cave. Concerning name. What is it that falls away? Money. Accursed shamblers and old bones. A lot of new. Give it. Counterattack Cassiel. Steel. Innervation. Recover. Shambler is nothing to steal. Noted. Okay, that hurt a lot and killed. I was gonna find out what Curse did. But that sucked. Okay, carry for the moment help. Didn't kill. Note to self. Them in the back. Also has that auto reflect on. Okay, that's one done. Are you goddamn serious, you stupid bitch? Fucking hell. Just get out of this fucking fight. Unable to escape. Unless you're light on your feet, you can get away on your own. Jesus Christ. Alright, Divine Dew to light. Light. Life Giver. Jeez. Oh boy. At least we don't have well, that guy in the back anymore. Rock cribs. No, no D. Old bones have nothing to steal. Noted. Definitely want to counter that. Alright, verified the cribs have the thing. Okay. So when those two things clash together, it is just a full negation rather than overwriting one with the other. Noted. And nothing here has anything to steal, so what do you fucking do? Terrible. Now we know what Curse will do. Friends and Heathen. Lowers base experience gained to 0, and MP costs are raised by 100%, and also, geez, that's a really powerful and obnoxious status, wow. Excuse me. Oh, that's no good. Fucking hell. Oh my fucking god. This sucks. Get the fuck up, Light. Okay, no experience for Cassio. But Carrie leveled up at least. Great, yay. Jesus. Well, we got an item. That'll help, question mark. Okay, so the water vest will be light armor. Resistance for confusion and love, also ice and wind. Evasion, this was really nice. Lowers luck and magic defense, but we're gonna want you to have that, don't we? Money, that's a lot of money obtained. Yeah, why can't we get that fucking upper hand thing more often? We have a goddamn dancer. It's what she do. Or he do. Alessi. Both work, frankly. What am I doing? Counterattack. Learn to seal. But they're also going to be heavily counterattacking. So let's innovation them first. I forgot I had first turn. Ba-da-da-ba-da-da. Ow. Where the hell am I going? There's a lot of dead people. Stone shelled, brown bead, and red bead. Slash, blunt, and earth resistance. Earth resistance and magic resistance. Fire resistance and magic resistance. Earth and fire are not really what we're worried about. massive boost to magic defense. Magic defense, though, that's really good. Cleric symbol, vampire glyph, and holy symbol. Increase the effectiveness of healing received by the equipped character. So put it on a person for them to heal more, get healed better. Curse resistance. Okay, we're gonna want that on someone. And recover. Okay, that's some considerations and questions to do. I think we're gonna give you resistance against curse. You're not actually doing a lot of damage. We want that vampire one on Cassiel. Interesting that will... I didn't realize the health ring was lowering Alessi's MP by 3. Yeah, we're going to remove that from Alessi. Give you that. I think I also assumed we'd be gaining much more MP than we had been in general. Like to the point of being like when I put on the things, they're like, oh, you know, lower your MP by an amount for these physical buffs. It's like, you know, that's fine. You know, we'll make that up once we start leveling, and then we haven't been gaining a bunch of MP, so it's like, oh, okay, well maybe we should do something else. Counterattack, and you actually hit, and you recover HP. Wrong person, you dumb fish. Alright, none of these have anything. Fucking curse. But because those things are undead, we're not actually gaining any HP from them. Wrong person. Wrong person. Wrong person. Friggin' incorrect aggros. Why didn't you die? Yeah, it's just not lucky. It was never really amazing, but even more so now. Bullshit. Okay, well. Wrong person. Ah, boy. A dragon, just straight up a dragon. Cool. Counterattack. Steal. Innervation. No sight. Couldn't steal, but you do have something. Aside from amazing, cool music. Fair. Attack twice per turn, noted. Step 2, hold. Ooh, dragon scale. not hold. We already stole from you, so I'm not too concerned about that. About those two being silenced. I'm curious if I can quiet you myself, though. Ow! Poison, good. No longer blind, but you haven't been physically attacking me like at all, so that's... Alright, failed to, Ow. Failed to seduce the dragon, that's fair. Doesn't mean we're gonna stop trying. Alright, maybe we'll stop trying now. I think you've already silenced the people who can be silenced, so... I don't know why you weren't attacking Cassiel at all, but it happens, I guess. We need to innervate you again, just in case. You do wait over there. Ow! But thank you for... Oh, you're doing it twice. Thank you for missing. Put you to sleep, that's very good. Oh, Carrie is no longer silenced. Alrighty, level up for both Alessi and Cassiel. Ooh, Impief Cassiel even. Heck yeah, there we go and get the things. No Impief for Alessi though. Ooh, a Wind Breath Bow, Adventure Gear, a Battleborn Pin. Did that game die? A equipped character gains more experience. That sounds good. How terribly does it reduce their other things? Not at all. Hey, Carrie, we're going to get rid of your crit bracer, and you're going to start gaining extra experience. Where did it go? There it is. And then we'll probably give you adventure gear here. Aylmer's even more experience gain. Jeez. I don't want to give that to Alessi then. Bam. And I don't remember what the last thing was that we got. Oh, right, Wind Breath Bow. Aggro reduction, added gust and windstorm. You know what, Carrie? Oh, but your luck is so cool and you lose agility and stuff by removing these thorn daggers. Nah. You can use a bow. It's fine. It'll be cool. We've got a hell of a bunch of orbs. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and increase your aggro. And give Alessi the break wave. And also slow. Honestly, I should have given you a better heal again. Hey, it's fine. We'll get more. We'll find another orb chest. It'll be great. Element shelled training gloves and adventure gear. Oh, massive drop to a lot of things I don't want to drop that badly. So yeah, magic evade up. Resist elements up is nice, I guess, but yeah, that's not no good. I don't want that. Yeah, no good for us. What other things do we get? Another adventure gear and training gloves. Create evasion up, MP costs. Oh, MP costs up. But experience up. Hey, Cassiel, how do you like it? Physical defense down a little bit, but physical attack up. All your attacks up and everything. I'll give it to you. Yeah, okay, nothing else changed. I just accidentally used, I hate using optimize in anything. Like even Final Fantasy V, if you recall, I preferred to friggin', I think I did do that, but generally speaking, I prefer, sorry, making noises because I'm trying to set my controller down and all tangled up in cables. There we go. Even in the Final Fantasy V, my preference has always been like, hey, just remove everything, I'll re-equip everything instead of using optimize. Because whatever it decides optimized by is never what I'm actually trying to focus on. And it's like, you know what? No. You're not. Oh, stop. Beret. Getting distracted. Okay. Okay. Counter attack. Counter attack. Oh, it gives abilities. Neat. It wasn't that it actually, I thought what it meant was just like, attack, add via that or something. Nice. Okay. A file pouch. Have I gotten everything in here? Seems like it, even though it feels like the answer should be no. Simply for the fact that we'll have to find yet another area to find the whatchamacallit. Oh. Ow! Ooh, big crit. I forgot that they have that ability. Okay, you know what? This battle's going pretty poorly. Fuck you claiming I can't escape. Okay, so Mr. Abisky just attacks twice is all it seems like. Jeez. I mean, I have to find another dungeon if we have indeed cleared this out and did not get the rod. Jesus. God, fuck you! Of course. Being able to cause... Curse just an OP status effect in general, I feel like. Particularly for the enemies to use on us. Because it's an MP drain. Both an MP drain and... there was a third one. The MP drain, cannot gain experience at the end of battle. And also something else with MP. It's too much. It is too much. Hey, what's the dragon scale do? Ah, full revive. Understood. Well, we have not gained everything. Divine Dew, Magic Elixir, and Wonder Cure. Cool. Wrong person. You just completely ignore the fact that, as it says here in counterattack, boost aggro by 100%. Fucking lying ass status. Build up for carry and light. Yay. Boosties. Boosties. Thank you for gaining the MP light. There's some orbs. Okay, we already opened that one. So I've been up in there. It doesn't look like there's anything there, even if I had. Well, we found our way back out. There's some kind of temple. Is there a place we can actually set anchor? Way anchor. The opposite of way anchor. Land. All the way up here, huh? Really? Nothing over here? Interesting. Who the hell are you, vagabond? Bo, 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 bo. Not steal. Ooh, Alessia is finally able to gain MP from guarding. Must have to do with the amount of MP one has, maybe it's like 10%. Could not steal. Above my nose. Scimitar, eh? Just a second. Okay. So, is the scimitar better than what Cassio currently has on in the Batard sword? No, not at all. Like, not in a big boost of, luck, but otherwise, no. I mean, theoretically, that critical chance up might be useful, but yeah, no, we're just gonna go ahead and say no. Unless, can anyone else that I have make use of? Oh, you could use thorn daggers, Alessi. Oh, that's why Carrie was trying to poison with each hit. And a high poison chance, too. And that's where the sleep comes from. Yeah, no, we'll stick with the Greek Claw. The Forested Temple. A rather foresty looking castle from the first world. I guess it does look different now. A little bit. Hi, Temple Mage and Shaman. You totally don't look dangerous as fuck. Targe. Ow. Ow. Actually decently powered wave attack. But now you're dead. You have something. Alright, how does Magic Targe look by comparison? Better. It's a light shelled. And just out of curiosity, compared to your stone shelled, you get another MP, but worse, better. I don't know. You'll keep your stone shield. Cassio. Light will have the magic Targe. Targe. Magic target. New polyps. Polypoo. I guess they don't carry anything. Another magic Targe. Who did the spell rapidly? Where's my stuff? Starting pain a little bit. Another magic Targe. Double hit, you fool. And now we verify whether or not they can actually hit anything. Or might, if they have anything. Nothing still. Yeah, okay. It's gonna die no matter what. Unless we just do real poorly. So we got double stairs up. Okay. bunch of level 1 magic orbs. Hell yeah. Magic potion, flash rocks, and clarity spray. Hell yeah. These guys. I don't think I successfully stole from you last time. Magic potion. We do need more of those now. Now they're both quiet. And some money. Okay, so not a whole lot going on in this temple, but we got stuff we didn't have, so... Oh, no, here's a down I didn't notice. Genuinely didn't see that before. The other one probably also has a down that takes us into there then. Nope, no, we just loop around. Another charge. Because everyone we steal, we can sell. Magispear. The Gathering. Ooh, 3 MP gain. Agility goes down by 2, but that's a massive power boost. And a magic boost. Piercing two-handed. We lose our double punch for sleeping, but quite frankly, I think that's a better option in totality. And I'm guessing this is the rod. Nope, orbs. You're off your game, Alessi. Usually everyone loves you. Oh. Excellent. Orb. Hey, light. Do you want to learn another better heal? That would be good. Could learn the better revive. Costs 8. Give Alessi another 3 MP instead. Ugh. The better chance to inflict silence would probably be actually a good option. Or the Dream World. Actually, you can do both Anti-Magic and Dream World. Okay, now I believe we're done here, and it was just bonus goodies. Oh no. Oh no. Actually, it's a bit of a problem. No, it's not. I mean, the missing is certainly still a problem. Alright, so we can left tap with our, even if we don't have the punches. That's good to have. Good to know. Money that I didn't notice. Ooh, a lot of money. Alright, now we're gonna go verify real quick. Yeah, there's nothing on that side. Failure. Oh no. Don't punchies. Oh, can I climb the vine? No. Yeah, right. You ain't hiding some super secret back here. You are! A bunch of orbs. Hell yeah. Baby basics. Oh, actually. Damn. Oh. Alright, let's go back to wandering the world. That was a very, very fruitful excursion. To an abandoned temple. Fish in the forest. Right, Scimitar is what it was. Excuse me, also. That's fair. Ooh. Welcome in, Shadow. Yeah, it's not been too bad. Not too many super painful sections. Outside of a friggin' cave full of undead friggin' using curse all the time. What a bullshit stats effect. I do have a ribbon. All it does is you know, prevent confusion. Huh. But yeah, no, every status ailment in the game, by and large, has been okay. It's been understandable, except for curse. You know, silence, you can't use abilities. Fair, easy enough to recover from. Blind, you know, it actually works on like the blind in almost every Final Fantasy. Major, you can't really attack. You know, you're gonna miss a lot, and you have it's much harder to dodge anything. Fair, understandable. Sleep, you're asleep. Paralyzed, you're paralyzed. Charmed, confusion, it's all fine. Curse, however, says you lose MP, of which you will notice I don't have much of on anyone. Even our white mage has only 13. It's a very low MP system. So to lose one a turn and it's not just one, it could be two. One or two a turn is agony. It also does a second thing that I don't remember because I haven't had Curse on me during combat to be able to relook at it again. And the third thing it does, if you have Curse on you at the end of the battle, no experience. That character gets 0 experience while they're cursed. Which, if that was in a status effect alone, painful. Like, all of those, again, I don't remember what the third one was. I think it might be that your abilities are, like, weakened. I don't remember. Yeah, it's like any of those things individually would be massively painful and a fair status effect, you know? Because the curse for the MP thing is like, that's just poison, but for MP. Painful because they're very low MP, but, you know, whatever, it makes sense. But to then also be like, yeah, also Final Fantasy IX Virus on top of that is, bullshit. It is the most unfair status I've ever seen. And I have played Final Fantasy IX, which has Virus, which you do not know you have until you hit the end of battle screen. But even that, I would say, is more fair because, you know, it's like, well, no experience in that, yeah. But, you know, by the time Virus actually starts showing up in Final Fantasy IX, it's like, you don't really need the experience. I mean, it's always nice to get, but if you lose if you miss out on one battle in that, it's like, it's not the end of the world, just annoying. Especially if you've not played the game before, and, you know, so that's just a sudden surprise, like, wait, what? Oh, yeah, no, that's bad too. One game where one final boss's main powers is to drain your levels. It was not much in the long term, but the most psychological tale. Yeah, it hurts. Those kinds of things are just very, very painful and sad to happen. Oh no, we've hit our 20th save file. You don't do that kind of thing. Especially not paired together with a bunch of other stuff. Have I gone down here yet? No. Yes, I have. This is Fallaway Cave. Never mind. This is that place we went to, which we may need to come back to. We may not be past the torture. Hi, all of you. Because we may have to go through that dungeon again. And also, you know, Curse is just a status effect in the game. It could very well happen again. We may run into Curse more and more often later on. Also, enemies have started to have auto-reflect on them, and you don't know what has it until you accidentally cast a spell and it comes back at you. These elementals have that going on. What about Carrie? Yeah, Carrie, don't look. You attack the Mesmer. Carrie, you attack the Mosquito because you have a bow equipped right now, so that'll hurt a lot. Allure the Sea Spirit. Vanguard. Ow. Yeah. Yeah, I suppose so. Rude. I also have no idea if the game expects me to grind or not, because we definitely hit points where it's like, oh god, everything hurts, but then I get the equipment in that dungeon, and it's like, oh no, it's fine. We're actually doing okay now. So I'm never sure. It's like, am I under level, or is this just the expected difficulty until you get through a little bit that further? We've not hit a hard wall yet. Closest thing has been the Curse dungeon. What am I doing? Castiel, attack. Carry, steal from the thing that is our friend right now. Both of you just guard, I guess. But I want to steal from it. Ow. And that's true, too. If one builds a party that does not really give a crap about MP at all, then they would still have the pain of no experience. I feel like mine is fairly balanced. We don't have massive damage output, but with the debilitations and whatnot, it's I think our balance is pretty good. We could, like I said, we could have slightly more damage, but yeah, it is what it is. We're getting by, especially when we can make all the enemies do things against each other instead. Steal from the dumb spirit. That's supposed to be our friend. And Light, go ahead and use a fairy. Let me steal. Okay, you're finally dead. It has also helped that we have gotten we have one of the accessories on Castiel right now. As you might notice with the green things when he attacks, with the green numbers when he attacks, he now absorbs 25% of the damage he deals. And as we continue to boost his aggro so that enemies are more likely to attack him instead of everyone else, and his counterattack is boosted up, like I could boost that to like 100% counterattack rate as well with the counterattack ability. He is no longer dying immediately all the time until we have multiple enemies being like 300 damage spell attack, 300 damage spell attack. That's painful and sad and makes me cry, but you know. Did I finally steal from our friend? I don't think so, but whatever. It's just a bad luck battle for stealing. That's fine. We still only have the first one, but we are in the second overworld. We have one of the two items to enter the final dungeon of this area to get the second treasure. But I'm just struggling to find that one at the moment. And it could very well be inside that fallaway cave. Which will suck if so. But I'm not sure if I've explored the entirety of the world yet. You silenced yourself, you fool. And you're still my friend. It's adorable, and I feel a little bad about this now. Level up for Castiel. No magic, but that's fine. Everything else. Got a magic potion and an orb. Back into our boat. And exploring the world mapless overworld. I could certainly add. Is this where I came in from? I could certainly add, I grab graph paper or whatever, and, what should we call it? You know, just start, like, mapping things out instead, but where would I do that? I don't think I have the, I did buy I did get a, program for making dungeon maps like that. but I don't think I have it installed. But it'd definitely be helpful at this point. Ow. Ow. It does make me curious what all the other classes actually all get as abilities, which we could learn easily enough by just putting things into our party. Like deem new game, and then put things in our party and just look at what they have. Which, like, in terms of what actually seems like like the viable differences and stuff. Because off the top of my head, the main one that comes to mind is we picked debuffer instead of buffer. Like, the bard is probably a buffer. And then mage was kind of the main things. But yeah. What am I doing? I think I'm killing things. Okay, now I already stole from that one. And of course, I'm also slowing down battle a little bit more by not going whole hog on everything. One part because these things have the auto reflect. Excuse me. Oh yeah, that job systems like Final Fantasy V are my absolute favorite. Especially because you can, when they give you the ability to be like, it's not just like, oh, you're... Because like with Final Fantasy 3, good job system as well, but you're locked into, like, this one class does this one thing. I loved that the more you mastered in Final Fantasy V, the better you could mix and match things. So you could actually properly experiment and build around and be like, hey, I've got this whole weird little build here that's working for me. What's the build that you did? Yeah, throw money at everything for, 3/4 of the game. Exactly, yeah. And then, you get to, you master all the classes, and then you get to just sit there and be freelancers and enjoy the benefits of having every passive in the game, pretty much. Not every, because obviously, like, Berserk is one of those, and you don't have Berserk automatically on you, but it feels like a better thing than the Onion Knight. I think they fixed Onion Knight to be cooler later on, I think. Or it might be the other way around. I think it's just that they were goldfish. I forget what the trope is called. But just, the Magikarp-esque terrible, terrible, terrible suddenly good at the very end. I feel like one of the versions of one of the later versions of Final Fantasy 3 was more, hey, when you complete, like when you fully master this, Onion Knight gets stronger. But I don't remember the exact mechanics. Well, now, technically speaking, even in the original Final Fantasy 3, they were. It's just that they were, like I say, it's like they were absolute garbage until you got them to like job level, like the job level 90s in the original NES version, and then suddenly their stats were skyrocketing. But obviously, if you're going to grind that much for that to happen, why? I was just to say you can do it. It's like, hey, you can probably already beat the game if you put that much time into it. And the reason I was saying I don't go whole hog is because Alessi and Light can at the end of a turn, they both have enough MP now that at the end of a turn, if they've used guard, they'll gain MP back. Oh, absolutely, yeah. 100% for both of those. Let's go whole hog now. Level up for Alessi! MP, yay! Again, your Agility didn't go up, which is sad because I'm pretty sure that was part of your whole class, but hey, whatever. I think all I'm doing right now a little bit is trying to see... Oh, I see there's a pathway into the mountains there. Let's take the mountain pathway. We just have to get around the mountains because these big mountains we can't actually bypass. Hey, Upper Hand. That is one of Alessi's abilities, and it does not show up nearly often enough. Hey, Second Fish. You want to be my friend? Silence Glyph. But yeah, that was definitely a thing with FF3. That it's like, well, you're either going to be the sage, you know, you're brand new, technically, you know, not specialized enough to be like, oh, like your stat growth is not the strongest of a caster, but you know you can use friggin' summons and white magic and black magic. So why the hell wouldn't you use this class? Oh, and then Ninja is like, why not? If your character is just going to use the attack option, be the strongest thing to use the attack option with. But you know, those are also rewards for fighting the super bosses and stuff at the end of the game, so it also kind of makes sense. It's kind of like being like the same sort of things, like, oh hey, insert class here is going to just use their ultimate weapon because they're here now. What am I doing? I know I keep saying that because I'm trying to remember, like, was I going to do something cooler than just attack? I don't think so. We're going to steal a magic potion, though. I tried to charm the fish and it didn't want us, so I was like, yeah, whatever. I could use the one that charms everyone, potentially. Oh, you can heal your friends. Ow. Ow. Yeah, fuck you, fish. Oh. But I don't want to use all spells because if Alessi uses allure, you know, it uses temptation, and the Gelemental decides, you know what? Bam, reflect. Alessi can charm Alessi's self. That's true, yeah. We already stole from you. I think we already stole from everything, so we'll just we'll go ahead and use our own Fairy Light. Why not? Just top us off. And now you've been silenced, so you're not going to do any kind of casting Sea Spirit. But you can do your little water spout. Ow. Fucking... Oh, let's see. Silence it with your spear. Or, like, bop it. Born Bread was great, yeah. I loved pretty much every month. Born Bread had bugs, and I laughed a lot every time they happened. I think I got stuck one time at least. There was one massive, like, game freezes when this happens bug, which was amazingly... It was crazy that it was still in the finished game and had not been fixed ever. Oh, but no, Born Bread I loved. It was a great game. Yeah, most of them were just hilarious because they didn't cause much of an issue. Most just like little graphical glitches and things. The one that was actually a problem is a specific quest that would lock up and freeze your game if your characters had any alternate palettes equipped at the time. Like, it was a known thing that, at least known by the playing community, the community of players and whatnot, that if you had alternate palettes equipped, then in trying to complete that quest, it would just freeze. And it was hilarious that's what that caused that kind of bug. Yeah, exactly. And super weird that it never got fixed. But all you have to do is just it's like, okay, just swap everyone to a plain regular palette. You know, their starting outfit, and then you complete the quest, and it works out. Oh, but yeah. Otherwise, the game was Otherwise, the game was just, freaking great. Loved it. It felt good to just fully enjoy myself with a game like that. Yeah. Well, the cute raccoon using alternate palettes is one of the biggest problems for me. Island Heights. But yeah, I have seen Escape from Ever After. It certainly seems up my alley in a similar vibe, but obviously haven't actually taken a look at it to play or anything like that yet. I picked this up because I thought it was going to be, I'm like, you know what? Final Fantasy 1 sounds like a good feel. And it's a little bit more Saga. Without, like, Final Fantasy 1 classes in a Saga-esque game so far. Which is a shame. Because I was hoping for, like, the globe-spanning story that slowly builds up that Final Fantasy 1 has. Because I remember that was one of the biggest wonders I had when I finally played through Final Fantasy 1 properly. Because I had poked around at it when I was younger, like a handful of times, and never really got anywhere with it, because I'd get distracted elsewhere. And so I always thought it was just a pretty, like, small story light game. And then when I finally played through it properly the first time, like, I was just full of wonder. It's like, oh my god, there's, like, so much actual story and world to this game. And that's amazing. And that's kind of what I was hoping with this one. But it has thus far been instead more Saga, the first Saga, which is fine, because I do enjoy Sagas, just basically dungeon crawl with a little bit of branching out here and there. But in fairness to Saga, that also still has a lot more little side subplots. This is literally just a big dungeon crawl. So, like, I'm enjoying myself, but it's not quite what I was after. It's fine. I'm just rambling and thirsty. Oh. And that's when I was at age to get it. I was wondering why I would ever buy an item for starters. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, it's wild as well when you come back to it. Oh. That's fine. I understand. Oh. It was also really interesting because I had played later Final Fantasies before it. Oh. And so, like, a lot of the things, I'm like, no, most of this makes sense, except in my brain being like, why can't I buy items? Like, the actual items. Like, why? I want a bunch of potions. Oh god, this tent is so expensive. Oh, so just the money economy of an NES RPG, especially, I was not used to. And so it was an interesting thing to learn about. Oh, and to start being like, okay, I can start getting used to this kind of, slower gain and grind and risk reward of. I think it was by playing Final Fantasy. It was playing Breath of Fires, like Breath of Fire 3 especially, and Final Fantasy 1, that I finally broke my habit of, oh god, I need to purchase every new equipment immediately, and I will grind to make it happen. Because I could get to Elfland, and it's like, hey, here's this silver equipment that is so fucking expensive. And it's a good upgrade, certainly. But it's like, you know what, maybe I can continue forward anyway, and it'll be, a little more dicey, but, we'll pick it up when we come back. Oh. Yeah, that's true. The game also teaches us we can fit cabins and houses in our pockets. And that we have to use those houses to save the game. But yeah, same thing with Breath of Fire 3. Technically any Breath of Fire, but 3 especially. You'd hit those points where it's like, I finally got all of my new equipment. Okay, I've gone through one dungeon, and here is a new town with literally a pile of new equipment for every character. And it's not even a massive upgrade. It's just like, well, this one is technically better by 2 points. Are you gonna sit there and grind out 1,000 more times? You know, because it's like exponentially more expensive. You know, you're gonna do that, or are you gonna finally be like, you know what? I think I'm good. I think what I'm using right now is perfectly fine. That's true too. I'm sure some people have figured out a way you can like kind of do that with like everything, but yeah, you know, it's the kind of thing that definitely helps. It is the kind of game that if you have issues with wanting everyone to have everything and like all the newest, bestest stuff all the time, be it abilities or what do you call it? Be it abilities or equipment or whatnot, Breath of Fire 3 will break you of those habits. Or you'll hate Breath of Fire 3 because it won't let you do those things, I guess. But I find it hard to believe that if someone likes JRPGs, they would dislike Breath of Fire 3. Even if it is not my favorite Breath of Fire. I fully recognize that it is. I fully recognize Breath of Fire 3 is probably the best Breath of Fire, even though it is a very close third. Because Breath of Fire 2 is going to be my favorite no matter what, but a lot of that is nostalgia. And I fully admit that it's not really a good game, but it gives me good warm feelings, and it has cat in it. So, and I personally like the aesthetic and what Breath of Fire 4 tries to do more than I like Breath of Fire 3, but that's like a splitting hairs kind of difference. Like, because I still really enjoy Breath of Fire 3. I just like, you know, in the tier list, it's like, okay, they're both S tier. But I would put, you know, 4 just ahead of 3 if you had to put one above the other one. But I fully recognize that 3 is still the superior game in terms of overall, like, competency and whatnot. It's a personal thing. I've once again staring at this battle screen like I'm doing something, aren't I? I think it's that I wanted to attack. I forget if I stole it already or not, but it's temptation, for sure. Oh, let's see it like this. No game is perfect. Breath of Fire has a lot of high and low. The highs is really high, and the game humbug one, and gave humbug one is here to pray. This is true. This is very true. Oh, but yeah, no, I mean it is the same sort of thing even with Final Fantasy. Oh, like I have no qualms with any franchise or series that to say this one right here is my favorite one. But I also recognize that it's not the quote-unquote best one. Because it's the same thing with Final Fantasy. I would say 9 is my absolute favorite by far. Like, far and away my favorite. But if we were going to talk about, like, what one is probably, like, the quote-unquote actual best, it's like, yeah, I would probably agree with most people being like, oh, it's probably, you know, 6 or whatnot. It's like, yeah, no, I can agree to that. 9 is probably not the... you know, if you look at things like from as objective a point of view as you can, 9 will not be the top one, but it is still my favorite. And that's fine. Supposedly the best Dragon Quest is 7, but I have not been able to get through all of 7 yet. We will eventually, because I do intend to stream Dragon Quests, even if I don't stream Final Fantasies anymore / for a very long time, just because feels are weird with Final Fantasy right now. I'm at a position right now mentally. It's like I would rather just play through Final Fantasy games on my own rather than stream them. I feel like, but like Dragon Quest, and it's like, oh no, I want to stream Dragon Quest. Like, the whole thing as best I can. Which is most everything except for 10, because 10 is an MMO that never came out in the US. I think. Yeah, that was the one. Exactly, yeah. Not all need to be streamed. That's the biggest thing, is recognizing with myself that, you know, plenty of games do not need to be streamed. And I can enjoy games on my own as well now. Same, pretty much. I have played most of them and even beaten like for the mainline series, when I counted through it a little while ago, I'm like, oh, I've actually beaten like the majority of them as well. But it's one of those things like Final Fantasy. I played through most of the Final Fantasy games I played through and beaten multiple times. Dragon Quest have all been like I played through and beaten this one time. So I've beaten Dragon Quest 1, 2, have not beaten 3, have beaten 4 and 5, have not beaten 6, haven't beaten 7, have beaten 8, have beaten 9. That was like the first Dragon Quest I really properly sat down and got and beat, because that was on the DS. And again, 10 is an MMO that didn't come out over here, so I have not done that one. And then 11 I've had for a very long time and have not actually played at all, because that was after the point where I'm like, I'm going to stream games. I want to play through the whole series to get to 11. 1 was the first thing I ever played. Heck yeah. I played it on DS. I played a bunch of 7. But yeah, that's not a lot of it. I would like to say I played a bunch of 7, but I don't think I have, because that game is just fucking gigantic. Oh. Oh, that's a very, very huge game then. And that's very fair that it's in your purgatory right now for that. Ooh, thick goggles. I bet that protects against blind. Oh. Yeah. Now that there's the 2.5D remakes, that's what I intend to do for 1, 2, and 3. And then 4, if there's like a fan translate, if it 4 it requires a little bit of research. Because I do not recall if there is a fan translation of like an SNES version or something. I do not recall. If there is, I might play that. Otherwise, I'll have to try to re-figure out. I think I finally figured out how to show both screens of a DS game without it like looking terrible by just being like both screens like on top of each other, all squished together in the tiny little viewing window there. That is fair. I just don't know how much quality of life progressed into or was around by the time of 4, because I know the whole Dragon Quest 1 on NES is like, hey, if you want to go up and down stairs, make sure you use the stairs option. But I mean, I did very much enjoy the DS version. Oh, absolutely. Especially on NES. But that right there, that's telling me something then, yes. If 4 is a joy to play, and there is no, like, it's a joy to play, but then it's like, oh yeah, there we go. Yeah. Water almost went down the wrong way. But that's one of those things too that by the time I actually get around to 4, perhaps they'll have made a 2.5 version, 2.5D version of 4. Yeah, no, that's fair. That's a consideration. I know 5 was just plainly on SNES, and I'm pretty sure there's a fan translation of that. So if I can't get because I have the DS versions in theory able to be played. Again, it's just a matter of finagling and working with the OBS and the layout and stuff. Be like, hey, now here it is, properly set up and working to an extent that the screens aren't terrible. I just haven't done so yet. Good. That's good to hear. And when 7. Especially by the time 8 rolls around to it, my plan for 7 is just play the remake for that one as well. The one that's coming out in February. But again, unless I finally decide, hey, let's not worry about... It's not even a matter of like telling anyone else. Everyone else is always like... Every time I bring it up, everyone's like, you don't have to play games in order. have to convince my own brain I don't need to play games in order unless they have a reason to be played in order. And between like playing Dragon Quest 1 through 3, I think technically speaking, has a reason to be played in order. 4 through 6 has a reason to be played in order. But 7 is separate from those, outside of possibly, callbacks and references. Similar with 8, it could be done on its own. Oh. 9 can definitely be done on its own. It's its own thing entirely. I mean, you say that, but I know, it's called the Erdrick trilogy for a reason. Oh, look again. I want to look at the thick goggles. You have 100% blind resist. And then the other one's called some other trilogy that I don't remember what the actual name is, but I think it's named after the land. It is fair. I have played both, and yeah, they don't have... Outside of, I think, again, technically they take place in the same land. Oh, even more so than, Dragon Quest always having the same names for things. I don't think they actually have anything to do with each other, really. Not really. But yeah, it's just that the usual thing with my brain is, no, things must be played in order, because why wouldn't you? Ow, that's not fair. I can't do that. Pick and choose whatever? Okay. In that case, I think what I'll pick is, we'll do 1, 2, 3 in order. Yeah, like you said. And we'll probably do 4, because 4 is, big and awesome. Then we can do 5, because, why not? Just for fun. And then, we'll dance around a little bit, and maybe we'll do 6 next. But yeah, no, I understand. Like I said, as you also understand, it's just dumb brain things. Dumb brains. Because even Final Fantasies, unless the Final Fantasy is a direct sequel, like 10-2 or 13-2, etc., they have nothing to do with anything with each other, really. But my brain still tells me, it's if I'm going to play, stream them or play through them again or something, they should be in order. There's that as well. I have on Steam alone, not even counting, the variety of things that I haven't actually done on Super Nintendo yet or anything like that. In my folder that I have labeled Retro JRPG, i.e. JRPGs that are 2D generally, and mostly of the... Basically, I put it in retro if it's just 2D, even if it's not actually a retro game. I have 132 titles there. And many of them I have not played whatsoever, and that's not counting the 71 under RPG Maker, or the 54 under 3D. I hoard things, and then I don't play them, and then streaming them is very much a matter of finally getting myself to play them. It is also part of why I don't... I am not too concerned about actually streaming Final Fantasies anymore, even though I kind of wanted to for a while. I'm just I don't need to, because by and large, I've played most of the Final Fantasies. Once you get past 12, yeah, then I haven't, really. But it's I could play games that I've played through a bunch already, or I could finally play these ones like Scarmonde, that I've not played at all before. And I've just had sitting here for a long time, for no reason. Scarmonde might not have been sitting here for a long time. I don't remember when I got Scarmonde. Long ago enough that Steam activity does not point out... load my activity, never mind. I'm getting so distracted. Okay, I couldn't have had it for that long, technically speaking, because the game came out in October of 24. Most likely, yeah. We probably both found it. It's like, oh, that looks neat. Oh, I'll just put that on the wish list and like, up, sale. Sure, why not? Let's buy it. And then just sat there forever until I'm like, I want to play something with a more, tooth to it. Yeah, something I can really get my teeth around. That I could not with Terra Memoria. And so I was looking through things, like, I don't know. Oh, this one looks like Final Fantasy 1-ish. That sounds really nice. Something like Final Fantasy 1. And then it's not that, but I'm still enjoying it, like I said. 7 MP for carry, yay. Can I cross these tracks? I can. Oh yeah, absolutely. 2 green beads and a confusion glyph. Confusion glyph means I can potentially confuse with a punch. Let's replace poison glyph. That sounds hella good. And we can also see the green beads are wind resistance. Good for me. Oh, but yeah, no, I have far too many games, and I just change them up how I feel like when I do. Oh, it's just so hard to actually like pinpoint what my mood is specifically for what I'm like, oh, I feel like doing this, and then finding something that can do that because I very pointedly and specifically, as I point out and say a lot of times, I do not do very much at all in terms of researching what I'm going to play next. I like having the broad strokes of what a game is about. Like, I want to be able to know, like, what am I getting into so I can get my head in that mind space. But beyond that, I'm like, I don't want to know. I really don't. I want the surprise. But yeah, then the what do you call it? Then you run the risk of it just not working out. It's like, oh, this isn't what I thought it was, or this is just not very good, or whatever. But that's fine. Exactly. Ah, I haven't played Stray Children yet. I don't recall if I bought it. I don't think I did because when Winter Sale was happening, I'm like, it's not quite enough for me. Oh, but I have played through Moon on PS1, and I quite enjoyed it. Without spoiling much of anything, I would say the best way to play it is the way I played it. I would say yes, but basically play it until you feel satisfied without a guide, and then do not feel any shame whatsoever in using a guide to see the rest of the game. Because there's definitely a game to be seen more than worrying about specifically playing through it yourself, I feel like. Because it is akin to have you heard of or played Tulip? Which is technically, I believe, made by the same people. I'm not sure if I don't think they were still Lovedelic at that time, but it's still the same people. They might have been Lovedelic at the same time, I'm not sure. But Moon is basically the same kind of game as Tulip. A very wonderful, good game, but if you're like me, which I'm not going to make any implications towards you. For myself, I am too dumb. Oh, I was too dumb for Tulip as well. one of these days I will still play through it on my own, or if I do decide to like to stream it or something, it would 100% be like, let me just put up an FAQ walkthrough right on the side here, and we're just going to follow through this. So we can see what the game has to offer without hours and hours of me being like, I don't know what I'm doing, and I thought I figured out this puzzle, and nope. Nope, that was wrong. Exactly. It is another... It is one of those games that it was another lesson learned, basically. Streaming has also taught me that lesson very easily, very well, with streaming RPGs. That, at least my philosophy these days is the best way to play a game, by and large, is to play it until you have had your fill in your own style. And then to feel no shame when you have to look something up. Because we only have so much time in life. in life, in all of life, but also just day to day. So that is why, like when I'm doing an RPG or whatever, or a point and click or anything, you know, I will do my utmost to figure something out on my own. But as soon as I'm at a point where I'm like, I do not have any clue now, and it is no longer fun to try to figure it out, I just immediately was like, yeah, that's fine. I'm just gonna go to, just look up the FAQ right now and just figure out what I couldn't understand, and then we'll just keep moving on. And hello, Terrace. But yeah, exactly. Only so much time in the day, and, I am not someone who feels like I need... I've wandered my way back to the entrance. Cool. Yeah, I've hit a point where I don't feel like I have anything I need to prove. It's the same reason why when playing through the Mega Man X's, even though we've only done 2 so far, it's like, I just do my research ahead of time and just write down what where things are and what weaknesses are. Because I'm like, 1, I've beaten these games already in the past, and 2, I have no reason to need to prove, my mastery of like, let me figure out these esoteric locations and what powers to go where with. It's not why I'm playing it. I'm playing it for Robot Pew Pew. I play it for fun. When playing a point and click, I consider each time I look at the guide like losing a life. If I win by taking less than 3 times, I did good. And in some game cases, I just want to see pretty sprites and fun scenes. Yeah, that makes sense. And yeah, same pretty much. I don't really... I feel like the thing with looking at a guide for a point and click especially as well, is like if you have to look at a guide more than 3 times anyway, then the game was probably not actually put together very well. Because especially in the genre of point and click, I feel like you have 2 very a person has 2 very obvious reactions once finding out what the answer is. You either got the okay, I understand, yeah, okay, and that would be the loss of a life, and the other ones are, what even the fuck? And that's not. I would not consider that a loss of a life because fuck that. If it's the moon logic of who would even figure this out, aside from literally brute forcing everything against everything else. And that as well, yeah. Yeah, there's the certain era that is very much, especially with adventure games, it's like, yeah, no, this is to sell magazines and guides. Or it's Final Fantasy IX, and what the fuck were you even thinking trying to do this like this? With your goddamn official Brady game manual that is possibly less than 100 pages, I feel like. Because instead of actually putting information in the guide, they give you a very, very small overview and a little box on the side being like, hey, if you want a more detailed guide, go to Play Online and put in this keyword. And that'll take you right to the section you get the detailed information. It's like, why even the fuck did you do that? Because then once around the time Final Fantasy XI rolled around, like, you know what, we're going to actually use Play Online as the hub for Final Fantasy XI. It's okay, there's still this section over here, like if you click this link, you'll go to the Final Fantasy IX stuff. And then eventually that all went away. And it's like, okay, great, so the Brady Games guide is actually useless. Especially given how much secret, time-sensitive stuff in Final Fantasy IX. Like so many small side quests. They're like, oh, you can do that at this point in the game, but then not other times. Oh, still enjoy old point and clicks. They're guilty pleasure. Yeah, well, still have hours. Yeah, exactly. They are fun things to see. You know, be it playing it yourself or watching someone else play them. You know, it's usually a very good, fun story to experience in one way or another, but not a thing to sit there and, you know, like I said, you only have so many hours in the day. Well, I just sit here stealing scimitars from these guys, from vagabonds. But at least vagabonds really love Alessi. Part of why I enjoy the Exodus/Exo-Winding. It's an old PC game, but by the box set, you can just lick and play without options. No, I think you meant lick. And they all come with the scan stuff, and yeah, no, that's really good. Massive props to that whole project for the game preservation being done. Also, the realization that I'm only level 9 and 10 still. Oh my god. I want to run from this fight just because we took like 2 steps. But flip side, we need that experience. We're going to risk Alessi falling in love with Alessi. Excellent. Did not happen. Fish don't love Alessi though. But we got Nesmir. It's fine. My mind wanders and I start thinking about stuff. Yeah, we're talking about JRPGs. Oh no. Nesmir didn't have anything to steal, right? Correct. Fish dead. Nesmir doesn't love me anymore, oh no. God, just getting hit with all the statuses. Orb. Okay, so I already determined you can't really go anywhere with that down, even though there's still more treasure to be found. Divine Dew, Magic Potion, and Strong Herbs. I do also appreciate Vagabonds. I appreciate that treasure chest seems to just be like, you know, I'm going to give you a bunch of stuff instead of just one thing. Right, now. It's been nice. One vagabond is dead now, and we will sit here And guard with my friends and other things. We didn't steal your sword. But you're my friend. Oh, that's fair. You needed to destroy yourself. Fair enough. Okay, we go back down here again. We go on here, we wander down here, and we got that. But there was no way from here to get to the... oh god. Yeah, let's just... I don't want to deal with two of those guys right now. Pain... Oh, we might as well stick around for the fight now, I guess. Turn on counterattack. Windstorm. Windstorm. Recovery field. Yeah, you can't just tackle Alessi like that. Alessi is having none of it. Counter attack. Little counter. Got orbs and things. Okay, well, if going that way doesn't do it for us. Hi, vagabonds. Temptation. Scimitar. Don't you love Alessi? Yeah, you do. Ooh, you're confused now, too. Which actually probably makes it easier for you to hit us, so we're just gonna go at you. Ah, we gotta go down there. Okay. Cross the bridge, we have a bunch of fish to fight, I guess. Yeah, Cassiel, counterattack, carry. That, I guess. Put them all to sleep instead, because the other one hasn't been working out for us. Fish seem uninterested in Alessi. So either they'll go to bed. There we go. So either they'll go to bed or guess he'll destroy them. Landfish also seem to be taking the bonus damage from the bow. So I guess the fish are potentially technically flying. Alright, we're gonna fight a cloud soon. Everyone is more or less fully healed. Let's get some magic potions on people, though. Save the game. Fight a cloud. Guilty Q. Counterattack. Thank you. See if they can be stolen from. Massive anti-magica, because I do not know if they are magic or not. And maybe a little bit of sleep. And then the steal. Good. No sleep. No. Oh, okay. Poison. Rude. So they are magic, but they did not get non-magic, so... beat us up. Physical defense down. Very light. Sandstone's not actually very strong. It hits everyone, which is annoying. And it's magic, so we're not getting the counterattack off. Attempt to other side someone. Don't have the magic attack down for multiple characters. Temptation. Didn't work out. That's fair. Okay. We'll focus on actual destruction mode now. Debris. Ow. Oh, you can attack. Well, that one there is confused, at least. That one is also confused. So, Cassiel, attack the one in the back. Carrie, attack the one in the back. Alessi. Lower their attack power just in case. And more so, we just need to recover for Cassiel than everyone. Good crit. Not good. Not good. Good. Less good. Well, I guess that is counterattack. Okay, focus on. We need to get something dead. There is an earth. Let's try, even though it's weak. Let's try your wind. Good crit. Yeah, not great. Ow. I'm gonna have to use agility up again then. Attack wore off. Hasten. We'll give magic potion to light, because we don't want light running out. Come on. Unlikely to work, but maybe that'll still help us out a little bit. One dead. You really want us to be slow. Held. Alright, so that one we don't have to worry about at all anymore. Attack. Carry, hit Alessi with that. Alessi does a hold. You got light bonk someone. Hey, now you're both held. Screw you. But we're off on one of them already. Dude. What the hell again? Dead. And dead. Light leveled up. Nice HP gain, at least. Always sad when we don't see MP up, but obtained Gold Idol, Soul Ring, and Mana Cape. As well as, of course, an orb. And more orbs. Still not what I was expecting to find here, but okay, cool. Light, if you would not mind. Cleansing Aura. And a Fairy Light. Sure, what did we find? Gold Idol. Doubles the amount of gold received after battle. Effects are neutralized by the Bard class. I.e., you won't be able to use both at the same time. It just gives the Bard ability to someone. Max MP up by 10. Hello! And Soul Ring. Recover, increases aggro, but recovers 10% of max MP per turn. To that extent, let's see how it works out with you. Like, if we removed your confusion glyph, actually. Let's see, so Gold Idol, no change in stats. Mana Cape lowers one's HP. Fair enough. And Soul Ring specifically lowers the physical attributes as well. Okay. So I could give that to one of our actual people who utilize magic. And that would be better, probably. You know, HP down, physical attack down, physical defense down, all bad things, but... Except it's also a matter of 10% is not much. Like for the... When it's the... you know, the health ring, 5% of max HP. It's like, okay, well, light... You know, max HP for light right here, 400... if they had the health ring on, i.e., they would have the 588. It's like, okay, well, 10% of that would be 5.8, probably rounded down to 5. So then you have that again, and you got about 2 HP gain per turn. That's also not very much, actually. These regions are garbage. But I would say this is still potentially good here, because even if it's 1 per turn, that makes it half cost for Fairy Light. But we can always just take it off immediately. Very tempting, except for the fact that you lose HP. Very tempting to give you the Mana Cape. That would probably still be better than the other one. Unless you would get better use out of it. But you still have the Fairy wings equipped. There are a fair handful of enemies I can steal MP recovery items from. We have been using more and more magic of late, though. My bigger concern is, yeah, just how much we actually recover. Because I feel like, despite doing the mathematicalness of 5% HP, I feel like I was regening more than that number before when I was using the health one. So I was like, we'll just equip it and see how much it actually says MP gain. And I was considering for you to put on that Mana Cape because your HP goes down to 380, which is bad. But Mana MP going up to 24 is very good. And we can kind of get around that lowered HP by doing this. Giving you the passive for it. Yeah, you don't have one of those up in here, though. Resist debuffs. Ooh, added strike. We have nowhere near the ability to get added strike. That'd be really nice. Even better if be a fucking extra turn. Just give Alessi 2 turns a turn. That'd be amazing. Experience gain up would be nice as well. Why would I want to increase your aggro? Because the passives are the same for everyone. increase the physical attack power because increase your MP. But no, let's give Alessi that, and there we go. That more or less fixes the loss that we just got for equipping the thing. Oh, it's broken. Obtained a Slash Ward and a Party Planner. What? Does that somehow fix confusion? Raises the party's chance of acting first at the start of battle. Nice. That was another thing I was considering. Yeah. Apparently by having our party planned, we go first more often. It did not say it nullifies, or is nullified by Dancer. So we might, if I equipped that we might actually have an actual increase still in that, unlike the gold one. I mean, it could be. We don't know. But doubling the amount of gold we receive would be nice. And you know what? Why not? Let's get that party planner equipped as well. See how that do. Well, it didn't do anything that time. But yeah. Counterattack. Steal from that guy. Allure that guy. Did not steal from the Elemental. He's not my friend. Ow. Okay, I see only one. But again, that made that one thing only cost half. So that's not the worst. And if we guard, yeah, you got magic potion. Does it stack? If it does, then light should be getting back 2 after this turn. Nope, 3, even better. Castiel is so close to a level. Orb. Alright. But we now have confusion. Going up here somehow helps it. Welcome in, Beck. Everyone love Alessi. No, no. Don't attack before you level Alessi. There you go. Oh. Level it for Cassiel. No MP, but yeah, the good stuff still gained as well. Money. Okay, so coming up here didn't really do anything for me. There are still a handful of treasures I don't know how to get to. That's not actually anything beyond just a symbol on the ground. Hey, attack first. Good. Kill the fish. Everybody love a lassie. Alrighty, thank you. Thanks for stopping in and talking and everything. Have a good sleep, Cello. As for what we have done, or what has transpired over Wolf Nolt, we went back down into the swamp. We went back down a little further, found our way to the second big overworld expanded area. And that's kind of where we've been wandering literally all night. It's just been a lot of random encounters, a lot of struggling to figure out where the hell things are. No, I don't think so. Part of it is that a lot of just talking about random JRPG stuff as well. There's a lot of distraction through that. But just fucking random winding ass dungeon mazes. How about you smite something, like just not the Gelemental. There we go, not the Gelemental, because that can reflect. Battles have also been getting longer. Be it because enemies having more HP, like this guy, this mirror has a lot of HP. Oh. Hey, now that's only during one. That's only on one specific pathway, and that is, I believe, an intentional troll by the dev team because that pathway is a loop that doesn't actually go anywhere. He does. Who doesn't love a Lessie? I mean, the fish don't love a Lessie because I've tried. Fish do not love anyone. They only want to destroy. Oh. I specifically do not want to use magic on Gelemental. One, Gelemental is an amazing name, by the way. I love that name. But they have an auto-reflect that sometimes works and sometimes doesn't, so it's a crapshoot on if magic will just get reflected back at me or not. So I try not to use it on them. The big is my friend, yeah. We have also learned that Curse is the most bullshit stats effect in this game entirely. Like, there are those things there. How the fuck do I get those? Because I can't climb the goddamn vines on the wall. Fucking goddamn fish. Oh, but as I've been complaining about it every time, what Curse does in this game, it does one thing that I don't remember what it actually said it did, but even just the other two things that it does combined are absolute bullshit. Which is, one, it is poison for your MP, and given how low my MP is in general, the only reason Alessi has 24 is because I have an accessory on him that gives him plus 10 MP, at the cost of like 100-something HP. But so it is an almost immediate ability death sentence to have MP poison on you. But also, it also makes it to where that if you end the battle with Curse on, you get 0 experience points for that character. Which is absolute bullshit. And that's on top of there being a third thing that I don't remember what it was, because we have not had Curse again to verify. So I've not been in that cave, but I am feeling more and more like I'm going to have to go back in there again. Because I don't know if I got everything there. And I'm running out of places to look for stuff. Because we're like the first place, the first place had those 3 gems, or whatever you had to get, to then open up the, I mean, pretty much. Words. But we have obtained 1 key item, this frigid gem, and we have to get a crystal rod somewhere to open the way to Boreal Tower, which I believe is where the next Dragon God Sacred Treasure would be. So we're looking for that rod, and every time I think I might have found it, it turns out it's just a bunch of orbs, which has been nice for gaining abilities, but otherwise not so great. I have not taken this one yet. We are going to take that. We need more level 1 orbs. Oh, then we run into a bunch of vagabonds, and it's like, well, we can steal all their scimitars. Or not. Rude. You don't need more than recover. You don't have that much HP light. Yeah, see, look at that. Man, we are missing a lot. Aha! Figured it out finally. God, fucking fish. Can I just go? No, okay. Fair enough, I guess. I think you're going to dig the overworld music once we finally get back out of this cave, though. Alright. Are you the rod? Nope, just orbs. That's fine. We need those orbs. Hi, vagabonds! Have you met Alessi? I bet you would get along famously with Alessi. Alessi, flirt. There we go. I mean, the bright side to fighting all these vagabonds is, one, very easy to charm them, and two, we can keep stealing scimitars from them, which is worth money, I assume. Money! Only 500. Okay, but this was also not the place that has the thing, so yay. To the world, or not. Fucking goddamn fish. Say it again, goddamn fucking fish. Leave light alone. Again, you probably don't actually need a warm embrace for yourself. Yeah, that was fine. Told you. That might be Boreal Tower. It is. We meet again. Have you noticed? What kind of question is that? Of course you have. How each and every layer of these depths connects back to Scarmonde in some way. Were these points simply unoperational until now? Or have those who have made it this far simply never wanted to, perhaps even attempted, to go back? And if that should be the case, then why not? I don't know, but... Orbs. There's something etched into the stone slab. Combine staff and gem as one, then hold aloft to ascend the tower. Okay, so I know where to go now, because what I had assumed was Boreal Tower was not Boreal Tower. What else we got orbs to potentially spend? Hey, Light. Do you wish to obtain more experience? I think you do. Alrighty, let's see if I can find my... Actually, let's see if this tree on its own is... Okay, never mind. Let's see if this tree on its own is a thing. No. Okay. It was up north somewhere. There was another thing that looked like a tower, and that's why I was like, oh, that's probably Boreal Tower, so I'm not going to bother going there yet. But it's also like the only location now that I've not been. There it is. The Tower of Warp, huh? From the guy didn't see you. Red bead. We have plenty of red beads. I swear to God, if you were the Tower of Warp because you are a fucking warp, a teleport dungeon, I'm not going to be happy. Oh. Welcome back to Scarmonde. Was humanity ever meant to attain magics capable of granting their every desire? I hate a teleport maze. Or making real the one thing their heart truly yearned for. Fuck, that means I still have no idea where that goddamn rod is. Do we even know what it is that we want? Suppose one does indeed locate Limdell. Is the wish that is granted some surface-level desire, or a want so deeply rooted into one's soul that putting it into words seems like an almost impossible task? I don't know. We arrived as a group, not unlike yourselves. From where and why we could never recall, but our mission remained clear: acquire Limdell's treasures. How we came to know the said treasure, or where to find them, it is at the front of my mind. I cannot say the words elude me, because it is almost indescribable. It is a feeling of knowing what to say, but being unable to say it. Something that I feel I know, but when I consciously focus on it, it becomes obscured. It's almost maddening. Almost. Pretty sure that's the guy who said, all my friends are dead and I ran. What is Scarmonde? Or, what, should I ask, where is it, rather? I'm sure it's something all of us have pondered and discussed endlessly, but do you feel it changing? Like a fog is slowly lifting inside my mind. Perhaps it's just me. If so, pay no mind to my ramblings. I think I almost allowed myself to hope. For what? Change? Or an escape? An end, an answer, something. That's fair. Bones. What are you doing over here? You're not going to start being funny too, are you? By that I mean speaking in riddles or walking in circles or similarly foolish nonsense. I had to poke myself over here out of view to get some peace. Everyone's being stranger than usual, to put it mildly. He wasn't to go hunting. I told him to rest for once in his life, to let his family handle things. His family! It wasn't all for him to bear. It never was. If he'd just lay there like the damned fool was told to, then. But he didn't listen. He never did, and never would. Just like the people here, like everyone who comes to this forsaken place. That foolish man, that stupid, foolish man! I feel like you have some problems. Dragon feeling. Okay, things have indeed leveled up here. Because now we can get potent herbs. I think we could have already gotten those actually, because that's the part of the recovery for everyone. We'll know when we look at the place things. Your friend is gone. You changed names, so you're probably not going to actually say anything to me different. I can find out, but I'm not going to. I always hated alcohol. It drives such kind souls to madness and confusion and violence. Or does it grant their thoughts a voice? thoughts otherwise smothered by the conscious mind. Perhaps the signs were always there, but I remained willfully ignorant of them. They told me my want to see the good in others was a boon, but now I wonder if it was instead a curse. Yes, I understand we're all like fucking dead, and this is purgatory or something.
That blessed girl, where is she? You're not hiding, are you? Bah, don't believe a word of it. I'd never do something like that. She's mad for even creating such brazen lies. But she'll be back soon, yeah? If she's hungry, and we all get hungry, you know. And when we do, then we don't take what we're so graciously given for granted, do we? So she'll learn, one way or the other.
I stand by my D. This sure does sound pretty goddamn purgatory. Yeah, this is all new stuff now. Anchor Greaves. Okay, so we're gonna start by going into the weapon shop then. Hi. Wingblade. Stronger attack for Castiel loses defense, but that's fine. The Blue Devel. Slash. Increase counter chance aggro up. No MP down. You do lose a bunch of HP, but I'm kind of okay with that. A lot of defense down as well. Magic defense up though. Cloud PS up. Good physical evade. Wind breath bow. Swooshbuckler. Aggro down. That's increased dosing. Rock crusher. Blunt stun potentialities. Prowler claw. Poison chance. Storm collar. 35% shock on attack. Neat. Magic boost. Okay, so we know how MP down. I don't really want that then. Because you are a healer. I mean, it is definitely more a staff for friggin' like mages, I guess. Rather than a healer. We'd only lose 1 MP if we got the swashbuckler. Lose magic attack though. But your aggro would go down by 25%. Doesn't matter if your magic attack goes down very much. You're not doing much magic attacking. But also your physical attack is only 1 higher. So I'll just keep you on what you're using. Kind of a similar situation there. The spear you are currently using gives you much better everything else. You won't buy that either. So it really just matter, do we buy Castiel something? If we buy him the axe, he gets an increased counter chance. More importantly, the aggro, because the more aggro Castiel gets, the better, especially for that counter stuff. Excuse me. Well, we can get it, and then if we don't like it, we can put it back. And we can also get a wing blade for the similar reason. That it just exists. Your HP would go up with the claws. It would fit you better for being more of a, you know, the unarmed, quote-unquote unarmed attacks, but yeah, no, you're not. I think I'm good with what you got right now. Castiel, put upon yourself the Blue Devil. Your HP indeed goes down by a healthy chunk, which, oof. Yeah. Maybe we'll go back up once we start getting you into the armor. Okay. have a magic charge yourself. This is just a massive chunk of physical defense. A lot of magic defense lost because you're currently using the stone shell to rank. And we may just leave those off as well then. Light helmet. It's just better all around. So buy 3 of those. Sea stone helm. All around better. Wander best. We've already got one on you. Max HP down again, but more crit up. Or more counter chance, I should say. Crit up as well. And with the defense and everything, guess yeah, we'll go for the captain's coat. Deluge. You lose a little magic attack, but you gain other things. And also reflect magic 10%. Let's get 3 of those going. Yeah, you're all wearing the same thing still. Warrior's gauntlets. You don't need those other things, I don't think, so we'll just give them to you. Give this to you. Cavalier boots. Ah, right. You're all currently wearing those poison remove boots, the immunity boots, but you don't actually need that right now. Yeah. Sure, then it's a question of anchored greaves, which I think we want. Okay, so we'll buy 1 anchored greaves and 4 cavalier boots. Oh, these are they're basically worthless. Cool, let's just get rid of them all. Okay, Cassiel, we got you a new sea stone helm, a new captain's coat, warrior gloves, and anchor greaves. For you, we got a bandana, sylph mitts, and I could give you those training gloves. Supplements. And cavalier shoes. For you, Alessi. A bandana. Sylph mitts. Cavalier boots. Cavalier boots. And for you, Light, a bandana. Sylph mitts. And cavalier boots. Cool. So we're done with that, I guess. So it's just a matter of staying at the inn, which is going to cost more than before. I'm going to guess it's going to be like 120 now. Who called it? Yes, I'll stay in your stupid overpriced inn. Back in here. Oh, I can just keep going up. Fair enough. Those are worth money, but no. I need to sell those ones. Those are worth money too. But it's putting a fair bit of emphasis on to possibly being worthwhile. So one of those. Alright. That's about as good as we're gonna get with that, I guess. Restocked, resupplied, and reconfused as to where the fuck we get that goddamn rod. This is the way of the temple, wasn't it? Yeah. Which was great for getting equipment boosts and things, but did not help us actually get what we wanted for progression. And that's the cave that I don't want to go back to, but I keep feeling like we're gonna have to. I guess let's do it. Crib. This is indeed Curse Town. But we have leveled a little bit and got much different and better equipment since then. So maybe it'll be okay. Hello, shamblers and old bones. Probably at the middle level. And that's also a problem. Ow. Ow. Oh wow, light counterattack. Let's negate what they've got going on. pain. I mean, Curse is the most annoying portion of it, but, you know, it is technically just bad status town in general as well. More level 2 orbs needed for Cyclone. Fair enough. That's the same for yours, right? Yeah. It is pretty good key music, yeah. Oh, I didn't cure the poison. I thought I did. Alright. Maybe I just healed HP unintentionally. Orbs! Oh boy. Of course it didn't work. I think we've seen everything in here. I really do. You know what? You know what? Based on both time and, you know, thing we friggin' were talking about earlier. There are 10 places here we will we will visit. What the hell's that place? I haven't seen that. I just need to know. Oh, well, even more important to get them. But, that's a place. So many places to go that I just haven't seen somehow. What the hell's this place? The fuck? Like, the main thing I'm just trying to figure out, I just want to know. Game and a map big, yes. Main thing I'm just trying to figure out at the moment is, like, are the places that I've already been, like, do they have what I'm looking for and I just haven't noticed? What the hell is that? I want that. I might have that. We're looking for a specific staff or whatever. You go to Boreal Tower. You've gone into Boreal Tower at that point. Just a matter of, like, where the F? Because I've been to Island Heights, and indeed that does not have what we're looking for. Underwalk had the Frigid Gem. We have that. We went there. Haven't been there. Don't have those, but I'd like to get those. Gotta find that place. That sounds like a good thing that I want. A lot of these sound like stuff I want. Some of that as well, possibly. Ba, 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 ba. Okay, I'm gonna go back to the Boreal Tower thing just to be like, okay. It's called the Crystal Rod. Okay, so what of these fucking maps say, oh, it has the Crystal Rod in it in your items section? I wonder here, orbs, stone shield, vampire glyph. Okay, yeah, none of this is Crystal Rod. Magic orbs, party planner, none of this is Crystal Rod. Bridge of Gem, we got that. None of that is the rod. Another long list of shit. A place I've not been. Crystal Rod is not a part of that. No Crystal Rod there. I don't think... Crystal Rod. You mentioned Crystal Rod 3 times. You tell us where... You tell us... There we go. Okay, Crystal Rod might be an item that I missed earlier in the game. Yeah, it is. It's not even in here. Cool, 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 cool. Well, I'm now extra glad I actually looked that up. Can I just leave? You bitch. You're just punishing me as hard as you can for trying to leave. Alright. Let me have anything to steal, so just attack. Remove your attack up. Very light. let me add a fall away cave. That's the wrong path. Level up for light and carry. MP, hell yeah. And other things, of course. MP, hell yeah. And other things, of course. And a Wander Vest. That's the good or the less good? It's the less good option. Damn it. Away. Ow. Come on. Okay, we're back out of this place, and we shouldn't ever have to come back into it. We now know. So if I recall correctly from my scanning, going, what the fuck? If we go back up to the Tower of Warp, well, this whole area to the left of us would also be an area we've never actually visited, apparently. Okay, so it seemed like it was saying go south to get the Tower of Warp. So it made it seem like possibly there's a thing up here to the north of it. What is that cave? I don't recall what that cave is. I don't know what it was talking about though. Pretty dang sure we've been in here, though. Just checking. Oh yeah, that's where the Underwalk was. Okay, let me just tell me where it was. Last water again. Let me look at the picture and stuff. Let me went down there. We'll start with the closest, just south of the entrance. Okay. So I gotta go find the entrance to the whole place again. I suppose I should amend what I had said earlier, Becca, because you had said, you had asked, it's like, as the place has just been getting bigger and bigger, and it's like, you know what? Yes. I've underestimated just how friggin' big this map actually is. And I just somehow 100% did not ever notice this thing literally right here. Where there's a supply tent. And inside is you, who is a shopkeeper. Who sells basic, simple, weak items. But that's still really appreciated that there's actually a shopkeeper. And a fucking map is the biggest thing. Also, I guess there's a chest, yeah, right here. Another hidden chest. Blue bead. Not too concerned about that. Am concerned about looking at the map. Look! an overview of shit. I mean, yeah. Still pretty damn hard to actually read anything on this map, but... yeah, but you see, that's the big thing I didn't notice before. That giant, massive central continent. I did not notice there was an inlet there that eventually takes us to an area that we can get off and explore all of that. So we're going to have to do all that. But what we're also going to have to do is, if I'm going to set myself right here because it's pretty much time, we are going to have to leave here and go find the crystal rod outside the dungeon overworld area, inside the main dungeon. Somewhere out there is the crystal rod. I think it's in the Great Swamp still, so that's not too far separate from anything. But we still have to find that path and everything. So we'll get that next time. For now, thank you very much for watching. I hope you had a good, fun time. We will continue to make progress, and when we are complete with this, I'm not going to read further ahead or anything, but it looks like when we're complete with this, we'll be about halfway done with the game. So that's fun. I appreciate y'all, and I hope you have a great rest of your evening and all that good stuff, and I will see you the next time, which, depending on how I feel, might be tomorrow. I don't know. Oh. Yeah, it's got good vibes, real good soundtrack. Terrible, terrible curse, but yeah. As in the status, but anyway. Anyhow, we will see what happens